I want you guys to notice one thing that I'm actually picking up from this video, and that is that it's it's honestly it's a black on black thing, because it's a black man fighting another black man, and that's where the biggest problem is for me. Because remember, it's a foreign national thing that should also cater for white people, white foreign nationals. But the ones that are being targeted are the black people. It's an Afrophobia, not even a xenophobic thing. It's an Afrophobic thing. It's black on black people hating on one another. And we are supposed to be working together. We are supposed to be helping each other. I came across this one thing, and it says that Africa, we should be living in a borderless continent as black people. And as much as that is a good idea, I don't second it, because as human beings, and especially as us black people, we are not mentally sound enough to live in a borderless continent. It's just not going to happen. We're not going to be, how do I put this? Build our country properly if we have a borderless continent. That's going to be a problem for us Africans, because already, just as a nation, South Africa, here we are fighting your other fellow black African. One thing we should realize, and this is from my own personal observation, the foreign nationals that actually come and actually reside in this country help build this country more. They contribute more to the country because, number one, they left our country seeking a better life for themselves. They have to fight to stay within this country. They have nothing in terms of the country that's working for them. Everything they have to fight for. As nationals, you have your SASSA grants. You have your free medical aid, hospital treatment, that you can go to hospital as a nation, as a national, and actually get medically treated. You have a lot of government privileges, just as a national of the country, as a resident of the country. Foreign nationals who do not have residents and PRs and IDs do not have those benefits. They just don't have those benefits. And they have to work through all that stuff and still survive and still live a daily life. They contribute more to the growth of the country than the citizens themselves. And I'm sorry, but that's the honest truth. That's the reality of the life that we're living in South Africa. I get it that, look, if I had a stranger in my house, right, and he's feeding himself as he pleases, he goes into my fridge as he pleases, he cooks whenever, he just eats my food and showers whenever he wants to shower, and just, he's free in my house. Even I'll be a problem to say, brother, at least at some point to contribute to the house, to not just be devouring in this household. A lot of foreign nationals in this country do their best towards contributing in this country. One of the biggest challenges we have, like that guy said in the video, is the government and its Home Affairs system. I have friends who have been trying by all means to get documents legally, and the system makes it hard. Either they have to go back to the country and sort out the issues there, or they just have to wait for a very long period of time, of which they don't even know how long it's going to be, and they have to take out an excess amount of money just so they can be in this country. If as a government we can sort out the document system in Home Affairs, I believe a lot of foreign nationals in this country will be legal. And again, if, for example, yes, as a country, let's say we have an issue, we're trying to control population in South Africa. Let's say we're getting overpopulated. There's too many foreign nationals coming to the country, and now as a country, we've got a deficit of how much we're making and how much is going out of the country. Right? Let's say we've got too many mouths to feed in the country, and we need to find a way to regulate that. I think the system should start off with the border, enforce security at the border, enforce vetting at the border. That's where it should start. If no one can come in the country, then you won't have an excess amount of foreign nationals living in the country. You won't have an excess amount of illegal foreign nationals living in the country if it starts off at the border. But once they're in the country, the system for them to get legal papers should not be complicated. That's just my observation. That's just my opinion, at least. Once the person makes it into the country, for them to get legal documents, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm not saying we should give it for free. Vetting process needs to be done. We need to find out why you're in this country. How did you get into this country? What do you want from this country? How do you give to this country in terms of what we now say critical skills? How do you contribute to the growth of the South African economy? Let there be a vetting process, but do not make it impossible for them, because then you get a lot of people who just want to live here illegally because they're struggling to get papers and they can't afford to go back to their own countries to sort out their issues.